Hello everyone and welcome back to Simutrans. Why didn't that? I must have accidentally double clicked. And last time we were working on our public transportation systems. One thing here that I want to change up already is, well, just this whole mess. Hold on, I need to pause the game because trains are using that. Okay, right, but we're gonna have, like, this rail, it's gonna come out, right? And it's gonna go two ways. We're going to have signals here, and signals here. Just to keep all the trains in check and allow them to go on their routes, though, so that they can be waiting at the last possible moment and then re-electrify the track. There we go. And so now what I want to do is get a tram out there. Now, yeah, that one goes in a circle, so I can always do a tram from here. Always do a tram. Now this one's going to be a fairly small tram, because I don't think it's going to need as much. We could probably even do this by bus, but I'm just going to go ahead and do it by tram, because it is a good distance away. Now let's see here, has this tram made it out? It has. And I mean, you know, a whole lot of people don't want to go up there, which is understandable, so this tram's probably going to be losing us money. It's just going to be the way it is for a while. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Hold on, you need to... Yeah, I've set up my tracks wrong. Happens sometimes. I'm gonna send it back the way it was. And then I need to delete this signal. And that won't happen anymore. Yep, there we go. Now you... Hold on, I wouldn't want to set you off your way. Where were you heading? You were heading here. There we go. Now that won't be a problem because it'll see when there's a train in here. Only one train is allowed to be in there, and so, yep, there we go. It's like a beauty. It's a beauty. Tis it is. And hey, we have people waiting. Not very many. Like I said, we could probably just run a bus. But buses... I mean, this is the long run right here. It's not really... It's gonna lose us money, but the other trams are making up for it, so I feel okay letting this tram run. Not really all that beneficial, though. If we send it up to this, it probably would be a bit more beneficial. So... And just to show you what I mean, it has a passenger and mail level of 200, so... I mean, that's just... It's just dandy, actually. So we'll send it up here. I'm gonna go ahead and make it long, mainly so that I can add more stations if I ever have to. Trams are a little bit harder to get going, just because of how they specifically operate. So let me schedule this again. Yeah, that's fine. And then I want to add a stop, go up here, go back down here, and then return. You're returning right now, so that is fine. Really, we could have up-down tram lines too, which is not a bad idea at all once you really get going. And, oh, no route. Oh, got to electrify the blinking track. And now we'll have some tourist attraction up there. Oh my goodness, this stop. I'm guessing mostly everyone... Well, just this city is a mess. Now let me even look at you though. Are you... Do you... Do you have passengers? 11 passengers. You don't have many. You're still gonna be losing us money. It's okay. You'll make money later. Probably. If you don't, well, I don't really care too much. I could send it out here as well. I could send it out here. But, yeah. I mean, eventually, a good way to do this tram would be to have it do a loop of all the tourist attractions, and then just, that way you could do multiple trams, and you could really pump people through this section. So that'll probably be something to do in the future. In the future, indeed. You could also probably have a tram loop down this way. Between these two cities. In fact, wasn't there a fairly good one down here? A fairly good city, not... not too much. But yeah, I mean, when we look at what we have here, it's pretty crazy. Rails. All kinds of stuff. 2 million to work with? Oh, wow. Okay. Well, I mean, this episode has just kind of started, but I'm not really sure where to go next. Why don't we work up here? There's some small cities. I'd say a rural bus could probably take care of them. Actually, wasn't there a spot? If there's 2 large cities, I'm all over that, trust me. Because, no. We could run a tram across here to connect these little guys, which we might. We might run a tram. Like, rural tram to do some sort of loop somewhere up here. Yeah, probably just, like, we would do a, up here, down, and just kind of make a giant circle. These two could connect up somewhere to that tram line. And yeah, just in general be good. Now these two could really just use a rural bus. So let's set up a bus route. Can't. Whoops, that's the wrong one. I'm going to need just road tools. And we'll start bussing. Let's go ahead and get a fairly okay bus. Just because that's worth it. And, I mean, you know, we'll do this. Effectively, that's all you need to do to really get a bus up and running. Now, see, this one has a copy backwards. You can just hit that, and it'll copy the route backwards. That way it'll retrace its steps on the way back. If it's a straight line shot, if it's a loop, well, don't do that. Loops are better if you can manage them. It's fairly hard to manage a loop. Anyways, we should begin collecting passengers. Maybe. This one's not going to do very much, but we are getting some passengers. That is why I only have one bus going. Because he's probably going to lose money as well, but he won't lose as much as that tram. That tram is going to lose the entire mint at the rate it was going. And this is why, I mean, like, if passengers begin to pick up slowly as the game goes on and cities get bigger and bigger. And that's why if you're going to make money doing this, you have to start out in a big city. Because otherwise you are not going to find yourself in a happy place. No, indeed. Anyways, we'll create another rural bus up here. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. Just like hit up all the good spots in town. Oh, no, I don't want to load up to 100%. That would be stupid. Cause a traffic jam for sure. And really, this is just giving me routes to be able to take people to and from and all kinds of stuff. Feel a sneeze coming up. Oh man, it's there. It's just, oi. It's there. I can feel it. Anyways, it's hard to get these things up and running though, because you just have to slowly connect them together, and like when you try to do your first trains, especially, that'll lose you money like nothing else. But I think this bus will slowly do the things it needs to do. I don't think it'll make money, but it won't lose a lot either, and that's the key to public transportation. Try to lose as little money as possible. And this guy, well, he's making us a mint. That's what he's doing. If I could get it more circular path, which I could. I literally could make it more circular. And it might not be a bad idea. Just because... Let's see if I can make it more circular. Just because I would like to run more than one tram on this. And we can make a double mint. There we go, that's a circular path. Let me go ahead and electrify it before I delete this other one. And that makes that path circular. We could also make this path circular. A little bit harder. Kinda does need to be, though. Yeah, this will be fine. Okay. So anyways, we'll bring it around this way. And for signals, we'll just put one right there. And that'll let it go, oh, okay, yeah, okay, well, there we go. And electrify it. And essentially, this will allow us to create a path through which they can follow each other. Now, around here, I can either loop around or just destroy a building and cut across. Which... That looped around. I'm gonna go ahead and destroy these buildings. And, well, I guess well, that was stupid. I need to do that anyways. But basically, if we're fast enough, we should be able to electrify the track quickly. And yeah. And now I could put signals all along this. I have the feeling that that would get a little bit crazy, so I'm going to try to avoid that. I'm going to try to avoid it. Now that being said, I want this to be like the Oakstead Express. Meaning we need to pronote to a line. The Oakstead Express. And it can do whatever it wants to now, and I can create more Oakstead Expresses. Now one thing I've noticed is it's one car too long, so I might remove a car on the next one. Let me actually make sure that the schedule is correct. So we go this one, Central, Oakstead, Oakstead Central, Oakstead Station, then the inner stop, and the downtown stop, and the residence stop, and the town hall stop, That should be it. Yep, okay. It is correct. This tram will run beautifully, and I can try to send another behind it. So, we're going to make another tram. Only 3 cars long? I'm pretty sure this one had 4. Yeah. And set it up on the Oakstead Express. And go. And we'll see how it does. And yep, I don't have to set up those things every once in a while. It'll go by itself for the most part. It would appear that I could add another one. Let me just let these two go around for a bit. Till they're like on the other side of town. And I'll add another one. For no good reason, really. Except for that I want to try to get this under control. But I don't think I'll be able to. Oh my goodness, the city is actually finally basically under control. I mean, people can live with a little bit of a few problems here and there. With 3 trams, the city is under control. In fact, we might be getting rid of people a little bit too quickly. I want you to actually go to Depot. That might cause problems. Yeah, that definitely did. Remove that order. Go back the way you were going, and I'll tell you when to go to Depot here soon. Alright, now go to Depot. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of his extra car. And then he can go back out into the great wide world. And now these guys should hopefully be making money. It looks like it. They're staying pretty full all the way around. I can't always remove one if they're cutting into each other's profits, but it seems like they're probably okay, and I'll keep an eye on it. In the line management. Because the Oakstead Express, all the stations are green. They're all making a profit, so I'm going to call that good. They aren't making a mint, but that's because a new year has started. And it is time to end. It is that time of day again, where we need to end the episode. But before we do, I just want to show you some things. Cash flow is the most important thing, really, and this is early in the game. This is now. Look at that last year's cash flow. Oh my goodness, so beautiful. Cash flow is essentially like all the money we made. It'll deduct everything, and it's the net money we made. $1 million, almost $2 million that year. That's some serious cash flow. Now, we didn't construct much, but we did make this, I think, last year. And I'm probably going to make this an entire loop. That way we can have multiple trams running this loop and get even more money, which will be brilliant. So yeah, until next time, everyone, I will see you all later. Yeah, what will we do next time, though? I honestly don't know. I guess I'll do whatever I feel like doing. Wherever the wind takes me. I might set up a tram up here. And kind of set up a tram circle. Wait, there isn't much to circle. Oh, yeah, there is. So, you know, just get a tram circle, like, through here. Try to hit as many of these areas as I can. You can do little buses or whatever for whatever I miss. Car factory. We could hook that up, too. With trucks. Because trains aren't going up that way. Well, no, trains aren't going up that way, so we could hook it up with a truck. Down to here. Yeah, it's not far. It's not far at all, so... Are going that far are trams. Basically, trams are the new trains. Trams will go up here, that's for sure. But yeah. Until next time, bye-bye.